What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Broken Mass Show. Today here I'm with the boys, and today we got a lot planned. We're going to be going over a few things that happened throughout the month. But first off, I want to ask you boys, what's been happening this month? What's been going on?
I'm watching hella shows, hella movies. Went to the theater twice this month.
Oh, yeah? What'd you go see?
Puss in Boots and The Whale.
I've been wanting to see both of them.
How was it? How were you?
Really good.
Was it just really good?
Please go watch Puss in Boots.
I plan on that.
This is like the third time I mentioned this. We need more Shrek movies. It's been way too long.
What else have you been up to, man?
Nothing much.
Nothing else?
No, just gym. Just gym.
Well, for me, I've been still going to the gym. Me and him are gym partners, so we've been going together. Let's see. I've also been finishing up a couple movies and a couple TV shows that I've been catching up on. I recently rewatched Daredevil, and that was pretty good. I finished up the Teen Wolf show this month because I was preparing myself for the movie that comes out. I think it's January 26th. So very soon it will be coming out. What else have I done? Me and him, we tried Sonic for the first time this month. That was kind of
Yeah, we're trying more restaurants.
Yeah, so we set a plan to where it would be about once, maybe twice a month that we go and try different restaurants and stuff. And this is based off our opinions that we ended up having in the fast food episode.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at that though. Kind of mad about the Sonic. I told you to try the pretzel.
Well, yeah, I should have tried the pretzel bites or something, man.
If he would have, he would have offended you greatly.
Possibly.
He'd have took your idea and just, threw it out the window on you.
Well, Jake's a big fan of corn dogs, and corn dogs were ass at Sonic.
He's lying.
But what else have I been doing? I got my VR at Christmas time, so I've been playing VR like crazy. Me and Jake both.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's pretty much it for me. Not I will say some stuff that we've been doing for the channel. We've been preparing more for everything that's going to be coming. We have guests that are going to be coming on soon, so we're trying to be able to get mentally prepared and physically prepared. Want to make sure that everyone's going to have somewhere to sit and like all the game plans and stuff we got planned. So be ready for that. But yeah, I think that's about it. Can't wait to see what else is going to be in some of our videos.
Me, it was pretty basic. Just watching, keeping up with football and working, and just basic stuff. And I was on a little project for a little while, and that's why I wasn't in the past few videos. But I'm back now, so.
All right. Well, it's good to have you back, man.
Yeah, man.
Good to have you back. A few people asked about you.
Yeah, we've had some people ask about you, man. Wondering where you been.
Yeah, I've been on the project, but it's almost finished, and I'm back now. So.
All right.
OnlyFans project?
You called him.
Guest star me.
Oh my god.
But what about you, Jake? What have you been up to, man?
I finished the latest season of Rick and Morty recently. Been playing a lot of Warzone. Another thing I've been playing is High on Life. Have you even heard about? Y'all heard about that?
Yeah, I enjoy Hell on Life, but for anybody who hasn't heard about it,
It's kind of like a game. I'm pretty sure it's developed by Justin Rowland, and I forgot what company made it, but it's pretty funny. I'd say it's 50-50. Some people either hate the comedy style of it or they really like it. I don't know. I'm really liking it though.
Yeah, I watched a few gameplays on it. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty good. It's good in its own way. Like, it's like some people might play it like, it's not much going on, but it's like, it's just how you look at it.
I feel like it's more for Rick and Morty fans.
Yeah.
There's even like the voice actors in it and some of the artistic style. It's like leaning more towards that community.
Well, that's the whole game is focused more, instead of even being focused on being like action packed and doing shit like that, it's more so focused just like on the jokes and like the art style and just little bits of comedy and stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's still, from what I played of it, was a pretty fun game.
Like Chris said though, if you really enjoy Rick and Morty, check it out, but if not, you probably won't like it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've really been kind of just working. I don't know if I said this, playing Warzone 2 other than High on Life.
Mm-hmm.
and I've been pretty much enjoying gaming. Been taking like a cutback on it recently. Other than that, I rewatched Dune recently. If anybody's watched that, I'm kind of getting I forgot when they said part 2's coming out.
I know it's supposed to be sometime this year, but yeah, I haven't had a chance to actually watch that yet. But I've been wanting to watch that.
No, there's a few movies that we need to all watch.
One of the things on the list is Tenet. We have two. Okay, that's two completely different things. But yeah, Tenet. We wanted to get. Me and Jake have seen Tenet. Have you seen Tenet? Well, maybe you guys see it too. It's a pretty good movie. Have you seen Inception?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So if you like Inception, then you'll probably like Tenet more actually.
It's like pretty similar.
It's something like that, but it has to do with like time travel instead of like dreaming and things. But yeah, it's pretty good. And it makes me excited for Oppenheimer coming out this year. Ready for that. But
Another one that we should watch is Interstellar.
oh yeah, gotta watch that. Didn't you got that on DVD, didn't you?
I got the DVD. I brought it at a flea market, but I've been holding on to watch with the homies.
Really good movie. But yeah, that's about it for me. I mean, there's a few other things, but probably not coming to my mind right now.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I mean, other than that, we got some news that we got to go down into, right?
Yeah, we want to talk about just this month in review, I guess, and it's not specifically every single thing that's happened during the months, but it's just I guess topics that really interested us, and we felt that could be talked about on the channel.
God, no, it's crazy how much stuff just went past. How much stuff happened, and this year literally just started.
Just one year.
Just literally just 1 month. You
Yeah.
still got 11 months to go, and so a bunch of crazy shit's already happened.
It's enough that happened in the past week by itself.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy though to think about it, because I mean, we had a big list of stuff before this, and even that, like on the list of stuff, it is kind of crazy stuff, but it's not the craziest stuff we've ever seen. So it could be crazier, you know?
Yeah. There's stuff that we probably didn't even get to cover.
Yeah.
I just hope it don't get worse than what it already is starting off to be.
Oh yeah. 2020 already blew my expectations out of the water.
It's one thing that I've been really looking into lately. And I want to see what y'all think about it. But the Alec Baldwin situation that's been happening, how it's basically there was a movie that they was filming called Rust, and it was a scene that they was doing, I guess, where like he was going to shoot one of the actresses, and somehow, some way, there was a real bullet in there, and when he shot her, he actually shot her and ended up killing her. And they've been investigating it for about a year, right? And basically they're finally charging him for like manslaughter and like the prop people too.
That's I heard. I know that the scene specifically, the whole reason why it's such like a big problem. Well, first off, it's a big problem because he definitely shot somebody. But also, it's just that for him to have shot when he did, it was in a scene where his finger shouldn't have even been on the trigger. It was just supposed to be like he pulls it out, but not actually shoots. And he wound up, for whatever reason, having his finger on the trigger, shoots, and winds up killing the girl. And then now the prop people are even being charged with manslaughter. Who's ever in charge of arming the guns and stuff, or like keeping them locked up, they're being charged with manslaughter. And
I'm just trying to figure out how did they make that happen though? Like how can something like that like happen? Like how can they like get it mixed up?
So I kind of got a little bit of background on it. So during like the shooting, there's like all these kind of prop guns, but they shoot. They're mainly for blanks, but they also can shoot like real cartridges. And so like I think the cast, or I think it was just the production crew, were out there shooting like cans and things like that, and then they were mixing in like, I guess they were just like lazy about it, so they mix in blanks with actual bullets. And then I guess when it came time for Alec Baldwin's scene, they just loaded in like a real one by accident, and nobody really checked it. Which in shooting something like that, you're supposed to go through a lot of checks. Like it's not just like a one and done type thing. So I don't know. I feel like it's more or less the production company's fault, but at the end of the day, the person who pulled the trigger is the one who killed him.
Why Why do y'all think they probably took? Why do y'all think they took a year to investigate on to come up with the decision that they came up with?
That's kind of like a legal system question. To be honest, I think it's a kind of a faster one, a faster case this went down. A lot of times these things could take like a long time.
Well, they honestly get turned into like cold cases and stuff, but this was just, I guess, just testing ballistics, and then just also giving the family time to mourn. Maybe they just wanted to have that instead of like having everything up in the news and up in the press, and just kind of took like the slower approach to figure things out. But
there's also a chance that they might have thought like it was intended, like it was planned.
Because didn't what Alex said that he didn't pull the trigger at first.
I think he was saying that at first, and he was like there was no reason that the gun should have fired off or something. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but like I said, the main thing I know is that the trigger wound up being pulled during a scene where he wasn't supposed to have his finger on the trigger. Like, I'm pretty sure it was just supposed to be a scene where it's like he pulls the gun out and points it towards her, and then it was supposed to be like cut, go on to something else. But then he wanted to pull the trigger for whatever reason. He did, or somehow it misfired. I don't really know how, but
I just hope I just hope they don't take it lightly on him though, because this is a serious situation. Like he actually,
well, it's just because he's an actor. It doesn't mean he needs to get away with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't need to, I don't know. Y'all find anything else interesting from this month?
So one thing recently, I don't know if it's really it's a bad segue, I guess, but the PS5s, have y'all heard about that?
What happened about it?
So on Instagram recently, this is how I found out about it. I was scrolling, and there was a picture of like a PS5 motherboard, and it had damage due to it through like, I think it was the gel in the CPU or something that's like, helps it cool down. Mm-hmm. But one company had ran a test on the PS5s and saw that if you put them vertically, which is kind of like the only way that they can stand, then it makes the stuff leak from I think it's the CPU, but it's the cooling gel, I think it is.
And it messes up like the internal stuff or something?
Well, when it leaks out, it basically makes the stuff overheat, and then the stuff could also be hot and then just damage other components of the motherboard.
Do you know if there's been any records of any fires due to it? Is it just like the system itself just basically blows up, but is it controlled?
So what happens is like you'll keep it vertically. Like with the Xbox is more like less like a rectangle. So or the S's, the Series S's. So you can kind of put it whichever way you want to. You can put it vertically, horizontally. Even like with the front facing down, as long as you can turn it on with your controller. But with the PS5, you can only put it vertical because that's the stand. So and when they cut it on, it's just a black screen. Like it won't even cut on. So I mean, it's really hard to tell if that was what messed up your system. But
it just reminds me. It just makes me think of like back in the days with Xbox, the red ring of death. That's what it reminds me of a lot. Just to cause it a black screen like that.
Oh, yeah, it's almost exactly like that. Like where it's just like the system won't boot. It's just dead. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. That might really affect PlayStation going forward.
Are they recalling these the devices?
Not yet. It's not like a proven thing. It's just like a kind of like an independent company did a research on it.
And do you know how long has this been in effect? Is it just like the most recent ones that have been put out, or is it like people who bought it like a year?
They don't even know that yet. See, the person or the people that found it out, I guess, just released it in early 2023. It says. So.
Well, that is interesting. If it is true, then I mean, I don't know. I feel like that has something to do with Sony itself, because it's like. Y'all should have looked through all this and everything before putting it out there.
Yeah.
And knowing that, like the PlayStation, like it's only a one way. Like you can't put it anywhere else. So you got to make sure everything is really, really, really secured, because it's like if anything from the top messes up, or anything, like you said, a liquid or something coming down, literally is going to just take out everything that's right under it.
Well, it's specifically for the PS5 because I know all the other ones, you could specifically put them either way that you wanted to.
Yeah, I hope I'm not wrong about that. Like, I'm pretty sure the PS5 can only sit vertical.
You can. There's like ways you can hang it on a wall and put it like that, but you're not supposed to, like. It's because of the way that it's like oval-like shaped for the case around it, and it's
The
like we're not
balance.
supposed to do it. Yeah.
I understand.
Hopefully it fixed the price.
Yeah,
I know, right? Bring it down to at least $3.99.
Well, I'm gonna fix the price and fix the damn problem.
It affects the resale market.
Yeah.
Since you can't get it.
I don't know. I've never really been too big of a fan of the PlayStation 5. It's more or less been that whole thing about it's not really too accessible to everybody.
Well, that's I like the PS4. I've been playing PS4. I got a PS4 late personally, but I've been enjoying playing the PS4. The only thing that I was excited for the PS5 was the PSVR 2. But even I don't even feel like I'm excited for that anymore because I wound up getting the MetaQuest 2. So I mean, I feel like I'm just gonna stick to that. I haven't the games that I play on the PS4. I'm fine with playing them. The only other thing that may even have me slightly excited for the PS5 is the Spider-Man 2 game that comes out because I'm like super excited for that, and that's gonna be a PS5 exclusive.
I don't know. Even with that stuff too, like I feel like they're kind of like they could put that on PC and make it a PC exclusive if they were really doing that for like the graphics and all that, the mechanics of it. It's just like
Well, I say usually for the Spider-Man, it originally came out on PS4 in 2017, and it wasn't until last year that they put it on PC.
yeah.
So it took a few years for them to do it, but they did that for that and for Miles Morales Spider-Man. But I know for a fact that at least in the beginning stages of it, they're saying that Spider-Man 2 is going to be a PS5 exclusive. It will most likely will eventually go to PC, but I know it's not going to go to Xbox because of the whole issue that they had with it. But I do find the whole PS5 thing interesting though. Personally, I don't know if I'm gonna buy one.
Yeah, I think I might just stick. If anything, I might just get the X. Cause I got the S. It's pretty good. I need some more. I need a terabyte.
Yeah. That's the main thing going on too.
Yeah. Instead of buying a whole separately block for like $60, $70, that still won't be able to do anything.
Fellas, imagine you get hired for something that's considered your dream job. You meet the boss. He's alright. He's a pretty good guy. Well, but then it's revealed he has certain red flags like racism and just all that bad stuff. You've been working for him for like almost 20 years. He's had the company for like more than 20 years, and then finally it's been revealed that all that shit it worked up to something really, really bad. Hush money.
Oh god.
Like, imagine your boss, he paid women that he raped to like be quiet. Well, this is happening right now with WWE. As y'all can tell, well, as y'all know, I'm a big WWE fan, and it's recently revealed that Vince McMahon, the owner, it was revealed that he did that stuff, so he had to go into retirement.
That's the thing though. That's not gonna like him retiring ain't gonna like.
He's gonna make everything go away.
Yeah, like he's trying. Like that's not gonna make him just run away from everything. Everything's just gonna be okay. Like
I guess he just left so it'd be like better for the company, so it wouldn't get bad publicity. Okay, so that happens. You get a new boss. He's somebody that's been in the company, knows how it works, knows what's good for business and stuff, what the fans like, instead of it being like an old man that like, oh no man, I don't really want to listen to them. Like I do what I want. Well, that happened when Vince McMahon stepped down. His daughter stepped up. He took charge, and then she took charge, and her husband Triple H, which is like a Hall of Fame wrestler, he took charge of creative, which is like the booking decisions on like storylines, like who's gonna face who.
Yeah, the matches, in charge of the matches and
all
stuff.
that. All right, so it's been going good for like more than 6 months. All of a sudden, this boss wants to come back, only for it to like basically burn it in the ground. It just sounds evil.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like some wrestlers probably might not stay just because of that. Like I feel like there's gonna be some good wrestlers just gonna leave.
There's a reason for that. I will get into it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to continue before.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
Good.
all right. So he wants to come back. He actually comes back. His daughter steps down as a CEO, and somebody else takes over. Luckily, it's not Vince himself. And now, like, the fans are all worried that everything's about to go bad to shit, like how it used to be before Triple H took over, and like there's rumors that was gonna happen, but luckily there haven't been no reports about it yet. But the reason Vince wants to come back, and the reason I say burn it to the ground, is because he's looking to find a buyer to like sell WWE.
That's where I heard about it. I heard he's trying to sell it to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's fucking wild.
Saudi Arabia, man, that's like a big slap in the face to like some of the wrestlers, because it's just religion stuff that they don't really like about what Saudi Arabia does.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, like the women.
Yeah, that's why I was about to say. Cause don't they got a lot of rules like with the women and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I was also about to ask about that. Like, would it be like would it be taken over there?
No, it wouldn't necessarily be taken over there, but like more of like how would I explain it?
Would they impose more of like their religion and stuff like that into it?
Yeah, more of like what they want to do.
And it'll be a type where they'll have to like, you know, the women will have to follow the rules just because like them knowing that Saudi Arabia is overtaking it, it'll like kind of abuse their religion in a way if they continue doing what they're doing. That's the thing. I feel like they should just keep it like how it is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with how it's going. Just find somebody that has a similar, you know.
It's just Vince McMahon trying to come back and be a damn asshole.
Yeah, that's
but
basically what it is.
Is he gonna profit off of it? Like, is he gonna make like a lot off of it?
that's all he care about though. That's what
I forgot how much they were gonna buy it for, but it was rumored to be like the number one seller that they were looking at. But luckily, it turned out to be false. They still could be a contender of buying it, but there are other people.
That was false.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically was. It caused a lot of panic.
Yeah, I was panicking over here. God knows.
No, because when you said sell it, I remember it came to my mind of scrolling through Instagram and seeing like an article, and it was like sold to like it listed off a few places, but it said Saudi Arabia, and I was like, damn, bro. But at the same time, then I also thought, wouldn't that? I mean, I guess like you said, I didn't even think of it at that angle of like imposing religion and all that. But wouldn't it kind of like maybe help out the WWE a little bit? Because I mean, I have no idea. I don't really watch it or even really pay attention to the like culture behind it, so I don't really know if it's like too popular everywhere.
That's the only way I feel like it would help it, because I feel like I know what you're speaking of. You're just saying like the fan base would grow on it a little bit.
I mean, that's even internationally though.
But that's the thing. Like WWE, the fan base internationally is pretty big, because you got to think about how many like foreign people are in the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you got people from so many different countries that came just to be in the WWE. So it's like they probably took the people in their country and had them zoom in like, oh, okay, he's in the WWE, so we about to start watching WWE. So it's like, I feel like it's pretty big internationally right now, but it's like,
yeah, they got shows in Saudi. There is one show that they do yearly at Saudi Arabia, and
was that the one? No, that wasn't the one with Roman Reigns and what you call it was.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
It's Crown Jewel.
Okay.
That's the one that they do yearly. Some wrestlers don't even go to it because they're really against like Saudi Arabia and stuff. But yeah, luckily the rumors were false and the reports were wrong that Saudi Arabia was gonna buy it. Right now, they're looking at Disney, Warner Bros. Discovery, and a lot of stuff.
If Disney don't
I
shut
can't
that
name
tail
some of
down,
the top of my mind.
Disney about to take over the world at this point.
Yeah. Can y'all imagine WWE theme place in Disneyland or some shit?
Hey, that would be lit though.
Yeah.
You could watch WWE matches on Disney Plus.
Or if they could do something like like at Universal Studios, they
Facts,
had like the Fear Factor thing. If like you could watch like a WWE match like live,
Yeah.
and just be random people, and it's free. Because that's the aside from like paying for your ticket at Universal, just going to watch like the Fear Factor thing, it's free to be able to get in for that. So it could be like just free WWE matches that you would go and watch.
Or just enter in a Hell in a Cell match. Just climb a cage until you daggone
And speaking of that, I'm thinking like some of the things for Fear Factor, they would ask people like in the crowd, like, "Could you come do this?" So imagine you're sitting there and like in the crowd, and they're like, "Hey, can we RKO you?" Like, or something like that. Like, what the hell? Can I slam you through this table?
Did I answer who said would it be good for business?
Oh yeah.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I also want to add on. It would be kind of good for business money-wise, but the fans would be really pissed as shit.
See, in the UFC, they also do like some Saudi Arabian matches, and I don't know. It's kind of like where it's you don't really like some of the UFC matches. I wish I could go to and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it does kind of like it's all the way across the country, but I do see that it's like a bunch of different people you wouldn't normally see there.
Mhm.
So I don't know. When I read that, I was like, dang, bro.
It would affect a lot of stuff, like even the time you watch WWE and stuff.
Yeah,
I just
lost the world.
Yeah, that was a big one. I was kind of blanking on that. You can't really like the UFC matches. I forgot what time they come on, but it'd be like a weird time.
It's just, I don't know, WWE, I don't feel like they're like really as organized as like the UFC is, like in a way. So it's like y'all gotta really like just sit down and just talk about this instead of just like Vincent really gotta sit. If this is true, he got to sit down and talk about this before he make it happen. Cause
Yes.
that's gonna change a lot. Like I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it was also rumored that the reason Vince's daughter stepped down was because they were gonna sell it to Saudi Arabia, and y'all know how they are with women.
Oh,
That was kind of fucked up.
don't
in
do
my
it,
eyes.
Stephanie. Don't do it.
So the recap: Vince is back. He's there, but he's not touching none of the creative stuff, which is good because we're actually enjoying what Triple H is cooking. Disney, there are multiple buyers that are interested, which is one of them. I know y'all don't really know because they just started this company. Tony Khan, he owns AEW, which is like the rival to WWE right now.
Yeah, I was just about to ask about that.
He is interested in buying that shit, which would be really wild.
Yeah, I was about to ask, was AEW under WWE? Like,
No, they're two different companies.
okay. I thought it was like a
That's why
ECW.
I do know a little bit about that. I just know there was a lot of WWE superstars that have specifically left WWE and gone over to AEW just because of the different managements.
That was before the Triple H era, but now that he's in charge, a lot of the AEW talent that were from WWE and went there want to go back.
Well, God, I'm glad that Vincent's not that stupid. He's
Still being stupid, just trying to be able to come back.
yeah. Well, I just hope he just don't mess it up and just keep it how it is.
Well, that was my new segment, ladies and gentlemen. I will now turn it back to my next colleague.
Alright.
Cameron, you want to do one of them?
Yeah, well, like I said, mine's in a notebook. I want to make sure I had some stuff written down. Plus, I guess it looks more professional when I do it this way.
Also, mine was a professional.
Let's see. Y'all heard about the show Velma?
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people are really not enjoying Velma. It wound up having a 1.3 out of 10 stars on the IMDb rating.
That's the lowest rated, right?
Yeah, it wound up beating, it was the Dragon Ball Super, I think it was. Or it was some kind of Dragon Ball thing, if I'm not mistaken. It wound up beating that for being the worst TV show in history. People were considering this show to be like a little bit racist, vulgar. It's a little bit edgy. There's a lot of stuff where like people were literally dying in these episodes and stuff. Where there's just like a bunch of blood. They're trying to have adult comedy, and it's just really not working for them.
Would you like to remind them why it was like kind of like, oh, this is a bad idea in the first place? There's one main reason.
One of the main reasons is just that Scooby-Doo ain't in it.
No fucking Scooby, man.
Like, how are you going to do like a show that's supposed to be about Scooby and he's not going to be in it?
Where's the dog?
Literally, it's supposed to be pre-Scooby-Doo. And apparently each character, they have drastically different personalities. Which is,
right?
Yeah. Like, Fred is known for, like, being the leader, and then, like, Daphne, she's usually, like, the cosmetic. She'd be smart, but she's also, like, able to kind of, like, kick someone's ass, really.
Which one's the drug dealer?
Well, that's Shaggy. Shaggy was considered a drug dealer.
I knew.
He was just like a real chill dude, along with Scooby. And a lot of the things that were like said over the years about the Scooby-Doo show was that like Shaggy and Scooby, the Scooby snacks that they were doing were actually like edibles, and that they were all getting high. Then you look at the van that they all drove around in with the flowers and all the peace and cool and everything like that. It was just all of them were actually getting high.
That's kind of.
They made they wound up making Velma a lesbian instead of like pursuing the whole Shaggy Velma romance that they would usually have.
From what I've seen, they were trying to do that, but they just went.
They kind of like threw it in there, and then like it was just like the story didn't wind up going anywhere. But there's like they've tried to do it with a couple shows before, and I'm blanking on what's like a good show, like a good example they've done it for, where they added in adult comedy. I guess you could say maybe iCarly, if like because people wound up also continuing to like the new iCarly reboot because it added in adult comedy, but then they couldn't get up for it.
Amazing World Gumball.
Yeah, I guess that had some adult comedy. Right, they were able to pull it off.
Yeah, you just got to know what's too much, you know.
They feel that it's been really lazy adult humor. Yeah. Another one, like just one of the big things. Speaking about how Fred's supposed to be like a leader and stuff, they mock him throughout the show for being a white man and having a small penis. So that's like it just seems random to have that in
a white douchebag, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's just a play on today's like culture. Yeah. Like it's just like everything thrown into like the writers don't care about Scooby-Doo, and then they try to pack as much like woke culture.
That's the whole thing. They want it to be more woke, and it's like you're not going about it in the right way.
So basically, so what they're trying to do is like just
trying to make it to where it like appeals to everyone.
Oh, okay. Like they. Okay.
They want to affect people on a personal level, and it just doesn't affect people on a personal level.
This is the wrong type of show. This is the like wrong characters to do that with, though. Like,
and personally,
it was all like how, from what I've heard, is she depicted Fred as the way the girl Mindy, I forgot her last name, the way how she depicts white men. From her eyes. Well, that's why she made Fred like that.
For her, like it's not even about her not liking white men. I just don't like her in general. I don't like her or Amy Schumer.
Yeah, she's not funny. She has Amy Schumer's comedy.
Yeah, it's not there for me, man. But
do they still got the mystery like type of storyline though?
Oh yeah, it's still like them trying to be to solve mysteries and stuff and getting things done. Like they're it's just really really weird. The way they went about it though, because like the only time that I ever saw blood in Scooby-Doo was when they had a Scooby-Doo Supernatural crossover. That was a good episode. They had some adult comedy in there. Fred, he was like, instead of saying like Like, oh boy, we got to solve a mystery. He literally, like, he saw someone die, and he was like, what the fuck? Like, and they're just like bleeding out. He's trying to figure out what's going on. That was funny to me. But for them to go about and do it this way, it's not hitting like it's supposed to. And then I get really tired of, like, along with them trying to be woke about certain things, when you change the character concepts, like, over the years about, like, how a character is supposed to act or how a character is supposed to look. They changed the whole character for the way Shaggy is, and that just kind of bothered me a little bit. And then back to just not like, I just don't understand how you're going to have a Scooby-Doo show and not have Scooby-Doo. So
I don't know. I feel like it's a really good idea. Like, I imagine being in the writer's room and the first idea is like, all right, let's make an adult Scooby-Doo. Well, let's make it appeal to younger generations. Let's add in like all this. But then, like, they should have like
murder.
They should have solved that. Like, the woke culture never has worked. Like, and if it does, it's like only because didn't hit like everybody else. It's always stayed within that woke culture bubble.
Well, it's literally, if it was like, if they just went to the writing room, they're like, okay, let's do adult type shit where it's adult humor. They can have the blood and stuff like that. It doesn't. It's all right if you want to have blood in it, but don't have woke culture with it, because that's the thing that just throws me off of it. And then put fucking Scooby-Doo in the damn video or the show.
They probably was too lazy. Didn't want to put no CGI or anything in it.
Well, it's cartoon. It's not real.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, the whole thing is animated anyway.
They had to pay all the critics, and then they couldn't pay for the Scooby-Doo trademark.
That is a thing. I did realize that they probably didn't have enough money to be able to pay for the Scooby-Doo trademark, because the mystery game is free, but the Scooby-Doo, he's a well-known icon. So, I mean, they've literally made hundreds of movies and TV shows and toys and Happy Meal toys and all kinds of shit based off of Scooby-Doo.
There is one scene that really bugged me was when I don't know, I guess I just spoiled it because fuck that show. It was Velma's having a panic attack, and she's with Daphne, and Daphne's trying to find a way to calm her down. So Daphne kisses her.
Yeah.
Which is like, don't kiss people like when they're having a panic attack. That's like, what is
it? No matter who you are.
You okay, Cameron?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sure.
Yeah, I keep burping. But yeah, it don't matter who you are. What?
Your high blood pressure went up.
Next out.
No, I'm hyperventilating. I'm getting so pissed off about this show, man. But yeah, I mean, seriously though, just stop trying to do woke culture. Stop trying to do all this shit. Just
let us write it.
Yeah, let us come up with the show. Like I could sit in a room for like a couple hours and probably come up with a better show than that piece of shit. So.
And Christian could draw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Velma. Fuck the show Velma. Velma herself. That's a different story.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that, bro.
Anyway, I'll pass it on back to whoever wants to discuss something that's been on their mind.
Did you cue me?
Have y'all heard about that? How you pronounce her name? Anna
Welsh.
Welsh. Have y'all heard about that? Basically, she got killed, and basically they've been trying to figure out like who killed, and then turns out her husband basically told on himself, and he ended up
Google searches.
Yeah, he ended up was the one that basically killed her just by going off of his Google searches. And basically, after I read all of this, he still just telling the court and everything that he plead not guilty. But I'm just going to read it. So these are all the searches that they saw that he had looked up. And on top of that, these searches is what he searched up on his son's iPad.
It also it says specific times that he searched it up back to back.
Yeah, this is a specific time. So the first time was 4:55 a.m. and it said, and his search said, how long before a body starts to smell? 4:58, how to stop a body from decomposing. 5:20 a.m., how to embalm a body. 5:47 a.m., 10 ways to dispose of a body if you really need to. Okay, it gets good. At 6:25 a.m. it said, how long for someone to be missing to inherit.
Consider missing.
Yeah, I guess. At 6:40 a.m., can you throw away body parts? Yeah, okay. At 9:29 a.m., this man didn't get no sleep. What does... Can you pronounce that for me, please?
Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde do? I don't know what that is, but obviously he do
So it's a cleaner.
Yeah.
Have a cleaner.
Yeah, so we just asked him about that.
It's a very, very strong cleaner.
Yeah. At 9:40 a.m., how long does DNA last? That's what he searched up. Okay. At 9:59 a.m., can identification be made on partial remains? I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I know for a fact they can.
Yeah.
Personally.
A few hours later, at 11:34 a.m., he searched up dismemberment and the best ways to dispose a body. So basically, he's just going in line. I mean, he's a little out of order, but
He did it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yep. 10 minutes later, 11:44 a.m., he searched up how to clean blood from wounded floor. Didn't think the floor got hurt, but okay.
Is it wounded or wooden?
I don't know. 11:56 a.m. Wait, if it did, okay, they'll say wooded. What do you mean how to clean it up? Okay, I'm just 11:56 a.m. He searched up.
I don't know what that word is.
Aluminol.
Oh, aluminol.
Aluminol to detect blood. Okay, he's getting deep with this. Okay, and then 2-3 hours later, he said he searched up again. What happens when you put body parts in ammonia? Okay. At 1:21 p.m., this was basically like,
Within 12 hours.
yeah, like it ended around, because I'm going all the way, and basically his search ended at 11:20 p.m. So basically it's a basically an entire day. He's been searching up all this stuff for an entire day.
Or possibly his son.
Yeah, it was from his iPad. But 1:08 it says what happens when you. Oh well, I already read that. 1:21 p.m. He searched up. Is it better to throw crime scene clothes away or wash them?
That's interesting.
Yeah. At 12:45 he looked up hacksaw best to dismember. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, it's sharp. Body parts is not that hard to cut up. I mean,
I kind of wish if they could follow this up with like also like a receipt report. Like if he happened to actually like buy these things.
The crazy part is it's almost like he's getting results for him because like you can tell he's like, all right, on to the next one.
Yeah, it's like that because it's like telling them which way he's figuring out and then being like, all right, now what do I do next?
So basically, look at his search history and they're like, okay, so he did this, so now he's about to do this. Like that's literally what he's doing. But at 1:10 p.m. he said, "Can you be charged with murder without a body?" And that's basically what's going on right now.
Yeah, they still can't find her body.
Yep, can't find it.
So here's how you really do it.
1:14 p.m. He searched that. Can you identify a body with broken teeth? Okay. And he got 3 more. 11:02 p.m. He searched up what happens to hair on a dead body. Like that matters. 11:13 p.m. He searched up what is the rate of decomposition of a body found in a plastic bag compared to on a surface in the woods.
No, he's just getting really detailed.
Yeah, like you're literally like basically letting them know like where her body parts might be at
and how they are and shit.
Yeah. 11:20 p.m. Can baking soda mask or make a body smell good?
I do find that hair thing interesting because the whole purpose of the hair, the body, whenever, say you put a body in the ground, like you bury someone, funeral, all that, the nails on the human body, they continue to grow along with the hair. So say if he was to try and like shave the hair off of the woman's body, get rid of the hair, everything like that, the hair could still grow, and if it was on her, it would be found, then they could still identify her. So I feel like that's the main reason for that. If you're trying to figure that out.
Yeah. So basically, he's been up all day. Like his first search was at 4:55 a.m. and his last search was at 11:20 p.m. So it's basically he's been up trying to. Basically, it probably took him that long enough to do whatever he needed to do with the bodies. Which, if they really question what he did with the body, all they have to do is look at the searches. And it's like, if they got access to that, then I mean, they might have access to his credit card history and all that stuff too.
That's the thing I'm actually interested in. Like, I wonder if they did a follow up with like his credit card history. And, like, there's a receipt.
They got all that. This is just what was released.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for it to be like the public record, because that might actually just make me laugh. Like, if he's at that point, he's like, I swear, still was not me.
I think he used his son's credit card.
It was just my son buying all of this stuff.
What it tells me though is like he didn't like premeditate this. Like, this is all just like off the rip, because you can tell he just instantly searched this stuff up, and then this was mainly kind of for just to inherit her money.
Yeah.
Because like the other one was like, how long till I can inherit?
I feel like in a way, he was panicking in a way too, because like half these searches that he had up here, like that he searched up, was kind of common sense.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that he was just panicking and it was in a moment, he didn't really know like what to do. So he's like, okay, like, how do I wipe up blood off a wooden floor?
It seems like it's kind of simple. I mean, I feel like there's like certain cleaners or different things. To be fair, I guess it gets kind of scientific, but say for the like wood moisture to get in the wood, specifically like blood, it can seep into the wood. So that could be one of the things that he was trying to be able to figure out.
If you want to know anything, type in crime scene cleanup, and you'll get to see how people do it after body's been decaying for months in a place. They can make a place look spotless.
There's literally a TikToker that actually he's pretty famous, but that's literally what he has on TikTok. Like, that's what he do on TikTok, basically just clean crime scenes, and he showed like everything that he used to clean it. So basically, he's helping people out in a way. But
you see some pretty nasty stuff when you look at that stuff. But
yeah, like maggots and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
Even outlines, like bodily fluid outline.
Yeah. What do y'all think? Y'all think they're gonna end up finding her body and stuff?
Oh yeah, they
Hopefully they do.
They probably got his phone pings and all that, where it's pinged to a cell tower. It's probably like a dot on the map. You know, they probably just ain't been looking, or they need to get the stuff to look.
Yeah, I feel like they probably already got the information to do it. They're just waiting to
maybe for a
put it out
confession.
there.
Our respects to the family. Hope they find the body. Hope that guy rots in jail if he gets it. And I hope they get justice.
Well, I mean, we never know what happened now. She could have, like, you know, sold his car.
The Reddit, what was it, am I the asshole?
For respect to the family, I hope they...
Yeah, I hope he gets a spanking.
You go to the updates on that Reddit story we did, and it's like, so guys, how do you hide a body?
It's like, so I finally got my car back now. I don't know how to hide this girl's body and then hide the junkyard people's body.
Question: so, did he really find answers? Like, are there really answers?
Yeah.
Did he really find his answer to all those questions?
Yeah,
and
my
then,
friend gave
wow.
it to a junkyard that was really sketchy. They didn't want to give the car back to him, so he had to bring in police.
And that's what we're still trying to figure out, because like between me and Jake, so the way Jake's thinking about that one is that it's a car that was kind of like a beater car and everything like that, and like the guy was working on it. In my opinion, I was thinking like it's a Dodge Challenger, or it's a 1967 Dodge Challenger, and that's the supernatural car. Yeah, why did I say, what the hell am I fucking talking about? 1967 Chevy Impala. When I'm talking about Dodge Challenger. 1967 Chevy Impala, supernatural car. And like I said, the way Jake's thinking about it, it's a beater car and like that, and it was already had work to put on it. The guy was putting on work. In my opinion, I was thinking like brand new Chevy Impala, and that he also put another $11,500 into it. But I don't know. That's up for debate because that wasn't actually didn't say in that story. But it's I'm glad that back to that guy. I'm glad that he wanted to figure shit out. It would be wild if he also if the whole story wanted it being linked.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, but I hope he gets what he deserves.
Oh yeah.
And
Speaking of court cases, though, have y'all heard about that Justin Roiland?
Nah.
I was gonna ask you about that when you had mentioned the what was it, High on Life game?
Yeah. I was
Oh, yeah.
that.
I was
I
kind
keep
of
forgetting the dude's name.
Yeah,
Every time you speak about it, I don't remember his specific name. I just know him for his work.
Yeah, to be honest, he doesn't really have a too famous of a name, and even my autocorrect tries to autocorrect it when I type it in. But I've been following that all week. It's been kind of a not as like a court case worth of follow as that last one, but it's still kind of an interesting turn of events.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, if y'all don't know what's happened though, he's been like a 2020 case has came back to light, or I guess it's in its kind of end now. I think the decision's about to come up, but what's it called? He's supposedly got domestic violence on his girlfriend, or a felony domestic violence on his girlfriend, and a felony false imprisonment, and he's pleading not guilty to it. So, that's kind of, if y'all heard anything about it.
No, I haven't heard specifically much of it myself.
I've seen some of it on Twitter, but it was like mostly like meme stuff.
Yeah, so they said he's pleaded not guilty to it. I mean, not much has even came out about it. They don't even know who it's against, like who the supposed person that he hit was or imprisoned.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of an interesting thing to see, like out of nowhere, your idols or heroes just got a dark side to them.
That's, if you don't know who he is, he's the voice he does a lot of voices on Rick and Morty, High on Life, Trover's Universe. There's probably a couple more. I'm pretty sure he's been on Family Guy a couple times. I know he's been on a couple of like Cartoon Network shows and things.
Oh yeah, he's a big voice actor, or not a big one, but like kind of like
Mm-hmm.
a good one.
Yeah.
Hearing that just takes me back when I found out about Rex Orange County.
Oh yeah, that was really upsetting too. That was last year's news, but even that is interesting.
About who?
Rex Orange County is a indie artist. Does indie rock, I guess, or indie pop. Yeah, he got basically charged with the same crimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's got some pretty good music, but yeah, it reminds me of the same thing now that Chris has mentioned it.
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of worth bringing up into the news thing and all that of like Justin Roiland, crazy stuff going down over there. I'm pretty interested to hear about that story once it unfolds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hopefully justice gets served and he gets the time he deserves, or
Whatever it is that winds up coming out about the truth for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, either way, I'm probably still gonna watch his work.
But that's how I feel. I still listen to Rex Orange County. Do you still listen to him?
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's
I still listen to Kanye.
It's that whole argument about detaching the artist from the art.
yeah.
How do y'all feel about that?
I'm heavy on it.
I mean, it doesn't really affect specifically Rex Orange County. It doesn't it doesn't change the way that he sings. So,
I guess like the Kanye situation is perfect. Like where it's like he said some like crazy stuff. Like I guess with the Rex Orange County, there's two sides of the story, but with the Kanye, it's more only an opinion.
Mhm.
So it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm on the separate the artist from the work type stuff.
Well, that's how I feel.
Mhm.
Like it's not. I mean, it's still good work what he's done. Like I know you enjoy Rick and Morty and a lot of his shit. So.
Yeah. Even lately, I've been on like I just finished to see that season of Rick and Morty, and also playing his game. So it's like kind of coincidental that like this
All around the
comes
same
out.
time.
I meant to ask you about that. They came out with a new season.
Oh yeah. I'd say if you're a big fan of Rick and Morty, check it out. If you're not like too caught up on it, still check it out, but maybe like don't be in too much of a rush about it. It's not like last season reveal at the end good, but it is still pretty good.
But
that's about it on this situation. Yeah, my bad, y'all. This one, like, I know compared to the other topics, like, it don't got a lot of juice to it, but still, though, like I said, it's worth mentioning.
no, I ain't know too much about it, but I was listening because I'm like, hey, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, anything to do with, because I mean, obviously, like I said, it's not a very famous name, but I mean, I just specifically know him for his work and stuff that I've seen of him, and I've enjoyed it. So I mean, any bit of things that I found out that I watch or know about is interesting to me.
Yeah, most of the headline isn't like Justin Roiland arrested. It's like Rick and Morty creator arrested.
Mm-hmm.
KHIZ TV64, Barstow, Victorville, Apple Valley, Hesperia. This is KHIZ TP64 News at 10.
Welcome back to Channel 64.
Welcome back to Channel 1 News.
Channel 4.
Channel 1 from middle school. We used to watch it.
Oh, bro, you just brought back so much memories.
See, that's what you used to watch. I used to watch MBS 1. And the other one? What was the other one?
Was it that?
It was like some like
I
big
was-
parent company.
Then all the kids, like all the classes had to watch it like at the same time.
It was like, it would be like that, and then you'd have to watch it like directly after the Pledge of Allegiance.
I didn't mind it.
Oh, it was stupid. What was that dude named Carl Zeus?
Yeah.
Wasn't that his name?
All right. So for my next one, I guess it seems more like an ad more than it really does anything. But Taco Bell brings back a fan favorite from the past. It's crispy chicken wings. Have y'all ever had it from Taco Bell?
I haven't had it, but make sure to use the code Brooke and Nash when ordering at selected locations only.
You get 20% off.
I don't know, dude. You haven't had it, have you?
No.
Have you had it? The wings from Taco Bell? What?
No, I never had.
That sounds like a dare almost. You ever had the wings from Taco Bell?
That's true. But it's for a limited time. They're bringing back the bone-in wings. They're coated with queso.
Bone-in?
That sounds so disgusting.
Queso.
Yeah, bone-in wings, and it's coated with queso for $7.
I'm not eating that.
$7? How many
Yeah.
you get?
It doesn't say.
Two.
It just they wouldn't
It's a
say when I
sample.
looked it up, but it just
Fan
said that,
favorite.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that
that's-
shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. I
I'm a
don't know,
big
it's fan
Taco
favorite.
It was probably because like in other
He
areas,
owns every Taco Bell merch item.
literally. In other areas, though, I know they be having different
Huh.
items.
Yeah, I should have been wearing my hat. Oh, it's right there if you want to go grab it.
Oh, that was your hat?
Yeah, it's my hat.
Oh, Jay, you lie.
He followed it up by saying, "It's actually Cam's hat."
This man made up a whole story, bro. I believed him.
That
You
was
sure?
the story.
You sure it's chicken wings? The last ad I seen was like chicken burritos.
No, that's what it is. It says that it's apparently a fan favorite that's coming back. Crispy chicken wings, bone-in wings. They're coated in queso for just $7.
That sounds nice.
I
I'll try it though. I'm out.
mean, I like queso, but I don't really like wings, so that's the kind of thing that's throwing it off for me. And bone-in wings on that.
I might order more.
See, I could like chicken and queso all I want, but I don't like Taco Bell.
That's as it was spoken about in the food review video. I haven't had Taco Bell in like 13, maybe 14 years.
Never mind. I had chicken with queso. Mi cabaña. It's pretty good.
I will say on the same subject as food, Pizza Hut also brings back a 90s fan favorite, the Big New Yorker. It's 30% bigger than the large size pizza. I'm definitely. Well, I know everyone on this couch doesn't like Pizza Hut, but I like Pizza Hut just for the dining experience. Again, as it was spoken about in our fast food review. But Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go get me a slice while it's still going on.
It's
It's literally it's bigger than Michelangelo's pizza. So it's literally it's like a huge ass slice. The New Yorker is 30% bigger than a large slice at Pizza Hut is already like 12 inches, and it's like a 15 to almost 20-inch slice of pizza.
How much is it?
That's not really big. Extra large at Domino's is 16-inch.
Wow.
It had to be bigger than that.
It's also got more pepperonis on it though.
Michelangelo's, they're like 20 inches and up.
But it also has like 800 more calories.
Yeah.
Most likely. And on the same note as Pizza Hut sets a new world record, and it's the world's largest pizza. It's now in the Guinness Book of World Records. It is a pizza that is 13,990 square foot. It starts off by having they did layers of dough. It's literally like in a field. It's just the size of a field.
Like a big oven?
No, they cooked them all separately. Each pizza, they put it all together basically, and then kind of like formed it together.
That. Oh.
Um,
I was expecting like something completely different.
Well, it has the dough was 13,653 pounds. The sauce that was put onto the pizza is 4,948 pounds. None of it. Well, actually, the cheese on it was 8,800 pounds. And it wound up being about 630,496 pieces of pepperoni to go on it.
Did like a whole
count
group
when
of
that
people
was.
eat this, or what?
Huh?
Did like a whole group of people eat this?
It was all the food they didn't want to go into waste. It was all donated to different charities and all
That's
kinds of banks and stuff.
Gives him a slice of pizza on a plate. Yeah, I hope this would do. Sir, this is the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
But I just find it interesting just because, first off, Guinness Book of World Records, another record to be able to just put in the book. But also, like I said, personally, I like Pizza Hut, so I figured that was a pretty wild world record to be set by Pizza Hut.
Was he sponsored or done?
This guy, he wound up doing. He was trying to be able to do it for years. Actually, he had the idea of like, hey, I want to make the world's largest pizza, and he finally is able to be a go out and do that.
YouTuber that did it?
Yeah, it wound up being a YouTuber.
You know his name?
No,
Imagine like
I'd have to look up his
Is it
name.
the Pizza Man?
imagine like a ma and pa pizza place, and it's like they got the record for the world's largest pizza. It's like an actual like achievable one. It's like, so we've been holding this record for 30 years. Nobody could take it from us now, Lorraine. And then they turn on the news. Oh my God!
Who would beat my pizza? And who touched my spaghetti?
They're touching my pizza pie.
It says Pizza Hut and YouTube star A-Rack teamed up to break the Guinness World
Oh,
Record.
A-Rap did that?
Mhm.
Oh,
Guinness
I don't know
World
that.
Record for the world's largest pizza in Los Angeles. That's what it was.
Probably Mr. Beast will try to beat it.
Most likely. He's going to do that. Either that or he'll try and eat the world's largest pizza.
Yeah.
He did what? The largest ham cheeseburger?
I think so. It was like world's largest cheeseburger or world's most calorie cheeseburger or something like that.
Probably for Beast Burger.
Yeah. But that's all for me. I can pass it on to Jack again.
Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna take me a second because I put up my phone. Alright, so this one kind of comes out of nowhere. So recently I've been seeing on social media and all that, Dana White's been in the news for like recently on a few things actually. And I don't know if y'all know about him, but one of them is a video that's kind of dropped of him being in the club on a New Year's celebration, and him and his wife are up there, and it seems like they're kind of whispering about something, and it's like they're almost in an argument, and then out of nowhere his wife just like slaps him. And it's like now they're saying that they're really sorry, and they're apologizing, I guess, to the public. And they said that this is the first time that this happened, and they even said that they explained it to their kids, like just in case their kids see it, and that it's genuinely like that doesn't happen a lot.
Wait, his wife slapped him?
Yeah,
His wife slapped him, and then he in return slapped her back.
Oh, so they just
That's a major part I left out. So his wife hits him in the face, and then she goes to walk away, and as soon as she does, he just hits her.
Slaps back.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about this?
I know there wanted to be in like different points of view on it too. I think there was like, I don't know how many videos on it, but I know there was like a few different point of views of people seeing it up on the balcony, and it's in the middle of a very populated club where this happened at too. So it's not like nobody just didn't see it. Like a lot of people wound up seeing it, and then it was all over TMZ, all over the news, all over different shit. Personally, I think it's kind of fucked because I don't condone women getting beat and stuff like that. It actually like really like irks me. So I wouldn't like to see something like that.
You looked at me like I was gonna be like, yeah, well, actually,
I like slow turn, and Jake's like, well, actually, I'm really into that. So. But
I love it.
Well, no, I personally don't like that. It doesn't matter if if I have to defend myself, then we're talking about a completely different story. Like if a woman is like brutally beating me, or like doing something like that, then like it's a different story. But like for a woman just to hit me and then me to instantly lash out and hit back, that's just not the kind of guy I am.
And it's just the fact that Dana Wright got a lot of popularity, so it's like, and you in a highly populated like area, so it's like you gotta have some type of self control because.
Well, paparazzi's are probably already looking at you if you go in the club.
Yep.
And then for you to do some shit like that, it's fucked up.
This is what I'm thinking about it is like this can't be the first time it happened.
Yeah. If you can do that out in public,
he's already comfortable doing it anywhere.
Yep. But the thing about it is his wife. If that's the case, then
his wife too.
Yeah, because if she still slapped him, knowing that she knew he was going to hit her back, then she's a tough cookie.
No, not really a Dana White fan. Just doesn't make me want to interested in him. I've always been told, like, as a man, if you ever hit a woman, you become less of a man.
Mm-hmm. That's basically what I was taught as well. That's the reason why I don't do it to this day.
No comment.
Some people say there's a 10-to-1 ratio, and you get hit 10 times, you get one hit. But I don't know. They said that they'd known each other since they were kids too, so that's kind of like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be one of those things where it's like you kind of have like that little flirtatious type thing. I know this one is definitely not fucking flirtatious, but I'm just
punch me in the face.
I'm just saying like that. So they probably like grew up together, like arguing or something like that, and it's like it went from like a almost like brother sister type relationship, or like just being close is what I meant. Not like fuck like the way you fucking look, man. But nah, it's like just having like close relationship like that, like where like you're really close friends and like you do different things. But yeah.
Do want to add on? He recently started like this like so-called. Well, he didn't start it. It's been like known as a sport where like you get an opponent and y'all stand like in front of each other and y'all just slap and like see who can knock each other out. Mm-hmm. He recently like I think he either became like a producer or he's somewhat involved in it, heavily involved in it. Mm-hmm. And it's just like another like bad idea, like all like the CTE like suits, like imagine you get slapped and like for publicity and wanting to do this sport, and your life just completely changes on it. You get paralyzed, you get brain damage.
Mm-hmm. It's just stupid. Like you're giving them consent, like you're giving them a free hit basically. Like, it's not like you're blocking it and you're taking some force away. Like it's like no, straight force to your face, no blocking. You got to stand there.
Did y'all see the actual video where the guy's face got really fucked up?
He
got stuck.
Yeah, he got slapped in the face, and then he got like real tense.
Mm-hmm.
He was starting to get real tense, and I'm like, oh my god, it just looks real bad.
Well, like you actually saw like how his whole like his face, like the cheekbone got moved. That like cause that was fucking. Have y'all seen that?
I ain't seen that.
That was wild.
There was multiple like matches, so I saw the one where like the guy was like getting like real tense and stuff.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm good. And he stepped right back up, and then it's bad because it's worse than football at this point because, like I said, it's a free hit, like as hard as you can.
Well, see, the thing about it is, like, this isn't, like, a common thing in slap leagues. Like, so the sport is basically a slap league sport, and Dana White has his own league where it's, like, he saw the popularity of the other leagues, and he wanted to start his own thing. And I think he's on the board of it. I don't know. He's not, like, the top guy, but he's one of the top guys in it.
Yeah, he's just heavily involved in it.
So he has, like, all these rules and regulations aren't like the rules and regulations of the other leagues, which leads to, like, people, like, the clips that they're talking about of, like, you see people, like, falling down where their arms are, like, shaking really bad like this, tensing up. And that's, like, an indicator of, like, brain damage or anything like that. And, like, some of the rules include, like, stepping forward before a slap. That puts that doubles the power in a slap almost. Another thing would be, like, palming. Like, yeah, in the rules on the Dana White's one, it's technically considered a foul, but the refs don't pick up on it. So it's technically just not in the rule book. It's in the rule book, but it doesn't get, like, you know, whatever the word is, like, influenced.
Yeah.
So, you know, people are kind of mad at Dana of saying, like, hey, tighten the rules on this. You're really kind of hurting people.
Just completely stop it.
Yeah.
I actually have it's kind of, I don't know if you'd say it's definitely not on the same level as like doing like professional slapping or doing the slap league thing. But I do have a personal story that I can speak about, and I won't say any names. I don't know if there's going to be a clip about it or not if I try and like blur it out or anything. But I will say I had something happen to me where it was like me and this dude. He had nut tapped me a few times. And it wound up being like, it's like every time he'd see me, he'd kind of catch me off guard. He'd nut tap me, right? And eventually got to the point where it pissed me off enough where I'm like, okay, so right now I either get to hit you in the nuts 10 times because he wound up doing it 10 times. I was like, I can do it right in a row 10 times right now. Or I get to slap you one time, but you're never going to know when it's coming. And, of course, being a man, he's like, I don't want to get hit in the nuts or anything like that. Don't want to lose it. And so he's like, I'll take the one slap, thinking that it would have been a lot better. I let that go on for 6 months, actually. And it's to where he was in constant fear. Every time he would see me, he's like, hey, what's up, man? And be like, getting ready, like I'm actually going to slap him. And so went on and on and on. And finally, it wanted to cause him a lot of fear, but finally was able to tell him, I'm like, okay, I set a date to it now. I'm like, we're going to do this. I can't remember the exact date. I know it was like September 2020, but I can't remember the specific date. It might have been like the 17th. But I told him, I said, this is the date that I'm going to slap you, and this is the location that I'm going to slap you at, right? And so a big crowd of people wind up getting around us. It's really wild. People have to hold this man down because he's ready to run. And originally, I was just going to be, like, they counted it down for me. So it's like I come up and it was just going to be like 3, 2, 1, and I was going to, like, stop right at his face and be like, okay, I got you. That's good enough. 6 months of torture. I let peer pressure get to me. And the crowd, the counting down, everything like that. I was like 3, 2, 1, and I went on with the full slap. Ooh. Now, I'm a pretty big guy now, but even then, that was before I started working out. I got a pretty large hand. So when I slapped him, I cupped right here, and it was enough to knock the wind out of him. He fell down to the ground, and then he couldn't breathe. So I know how hard that these things can be when it comes to slapping someone, and like I felt like a complete asshole when it wound up happening. I as soon as it happened, I was like, okay. I picked the dude up. I went to go get him some water. I tried to be able to like help him any way I could. I was checking for his pulse to make sure like he'd be able to calm down. I wanted to make sure his breathing could come back. But I felt like a complete asshole. And for them to be doing this slap league shit, like, it really can fuck somebody up. The guy that I want to doing it with now he's okay. He no long lasting effects that I know of anyway. So that's good. But still, for them to be doing this, it can really fuck people up.
I feel like if all the rules and regulations are in place, though, like not like Dana White's, I think they're gonna be all right. Cause you don't see knockouts like that in every league, and it's kind of like rare to see knockouts in general in slapping contests. So if it was a punching one, I can understand, but it's just one slap, and then like I guess they could even forfeit if it's too much on them, like tap out.
Yeah, that is true, I guess.
But that's the thing, dealing with the money and the publicity. Like, they not thinking about that. Like, they just trying to.
That's for them to put up. They see your money, publicity, or your mental stability.
People would do anything for money nowadays.
At the end of I mean, not at the end of the day, but like in the beginning of days, they were like in arenas fighting to the death for popularity. So, I'll watch anything. As long as somebody's willing to do it, I'll watch it.
Yeah, just not gonna do it.
I do want to go on a tangent. It involves this slap thing. So, Warner Brothers Discovery, which is like the company that airs this stuff, like say the Marvel, the Disney to their Marvel, the people that own it. So Warner Brothers Discovery owns AEW, and this week a wrestler had passed away, and people were wanted to make them like do a tribute to the wrestler, but because he had like some like messed up stuff that he used to say in the past, it wasn't even that major. It was like real minor. They wouldn't allow the tribute because of that stuff, which is like more than that was like about 3 years ago, I think, probably less. They just wouldn't let that shit go. Yet Warner Brothers would air like something that could like fuck up a person's life like that, which is like the slap show. Plus, they they're still thinking about having somebody like Ezra Miller be like a good focal point in Warner Brothers, which is like really fucked up.
Yeah, after everything Ezra Miller's been doing throughout the years, that's a whole other bit of news.
I just want to say, rest in peace, Jay Briscoe, fucking legend, man.
So, if y'all are a fan of this actor, Jeremy Renner, recently. Personally, I liked him in the Avengers movies and different things that he's done. I liked the Jason Bourne movie that he was in.
I liked him in Wind River.
I liked him in the Hawkeye series that he was in. That was really big. I'm even I'm interested in starting on Mayor of Kingston, like or Kingstown or whatever. They say it really. They don't really say like Kingstown. I don't ever hear anybody say Kingstown. I hear them say Kingston, and it always sounds like Kingston. Anyway, Jeremy Renner, he got into a snowplow accident, and it was in Reno, Nevada. He wound up having a blunt chest trauma, where he got trapped underneath the snowplow. He also had his one of his legs to be completely shredded. He wound up breaking 30 bones in his one leg. And it's just completely shattered leg. On his first social media post about it after being in the hospital was January 4th of this year, where he was basically saying like, "Hey, I'm okay. Thanks to everyone who's like kept me in your prayers and stuff. I'm just gonna be recovering." And then he even wound up having to stay in the hospital for his 52nd birthday. He wound up spending that in the hospital, which I feel like that's kind of sad. Yeah. But I'm hoping he's on the road to recovery. He's doing physical therapy and stuff like that. There was another post where he was talking about how his New Year's resolutions are completely changed now to where there's like certain things he's got to focus on. I'm hoping that he's still going to be in at least maybe one more Marvel project if it's possible. But he's on the road to recovery.
So they're not going to amputate his leg or nothing?
That actually that brings up another thing. They were discussing the possibility of amputating his leg, and the reason behind that is because they feel that he's never going to be able to walk on that leg again. Well, the whole family was like really upset about that. They're like, this is like trying to push him to amputate his leg because they were saying like that it would be better for him if he was to do that. And he's like, nah, I want to try and work it out. And so he's going, like I said, through physical therapy. The stuff that he had where he was like the doctor was like pushing up his leg and stuff, trying to be able to get stuff done. So
Like I said in previous episodes, snow is not all it's made out to be. Snow is very, very dangerous, and it's just you don't like it. It messes up everything. On it was a snowmobile, right?
it was a snowplow.
Or a snowplow.
So Jeremy Renner, he's known for in the area that he lives in. He posts on social media all the time, where there's like a lot of snow around the area. So he's constantly like doing snowplows and stuff like that.
He was around Snow and Wind River.
Well, anyway, he the thing that they're trying to be able to figure out as well is that snowplows actually have like a mechanism that's in it that's supposed to be able to stop them from like having shit like this happen. Don't know. I haven't looked further into that, and that's my fault. But I don't know about exactly what went wrong to where the mechanism didn't go off or whatever it is.
Well, it's kind of a common thing because, like, in snow, how it kind of like the situation it creates. Imagine a mountain, right, an incline, and then you're pushing up that incline, so all your stuff's like wanting to go back down that mountain, and it's slippery. So what usually happens is you'll slip down, and then the stuff will fall on top of you. But with the leg situation, what I wanted to go back on this, they always say that, and I'm going to go ahead and call this now. He will be 100% be able to walk on that leg again, and this is all just for publicity of, oh yeah, they told me I should cut off my leg, because that's what everybody says. If anybody ever tells you the doctor told me I'm going to die within a month, instantly don't believe it because it's always false. And if it is, it's like rare. So I genuinely think it's mostly cap, and he's going to be make a full recovery.
I hope he does. I don't know why. This is kind of like a little bit off topic, but speaking on that same term, if y'all have seen the show House, I know there was actually a specific episode where he was originally supposed to get his leg amputated, and even when he went under, he was still like he was begging like, "Don't take my leg away from me," and his wife agreed like, "Okay, we're not going to take his leg away." He wound up still having to use a cane, but he was able to be able to walk around and have his leg and stuff like that. So even in TV shows, it's been depicted that you will walk again if you just give it a chance.
I know someone personally that this has happened to, like where it's like the doctors told them they'll never walk on their legs again, and they like had the option to amputate, and rather than amputate, they kept their legs and through physical therapy and things like they were able to walk again. But with Jeremy Renner, bro, I don't know. You don't have too much good karma. Because the Renner app...
Well, you just think he's a fucking asshole, so... I mean.
If you make an app that's targeted towards your fans to where they have to pay to be on the app, then, yeah, you kind of are. Plus, you play a bow and arrow dude on a thing. All right, so here, this is a tangent. So Iron Man can make an Iron Man suit in a cave that while he's, like, captured by a Taliban, but he can't make Hawkeye one? Just sit with that for a second.
That is true.
Yeah, your series so good.
He made Spider-Man one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple ones.
It's almost like the Spider-Man one wasn't even like as good as the Iron Man one. Just went to Spider-Man's likings.
Yeah.
He could have just made everybody a suit.
Yeah.
Well, that's Jake's talking about that before. He's like, why didn't they make Black Widow a suit?
I did see this one thing where it was like Jerry report saying Jeremy Renner does not plan on being back for another Avengers movie. And somebody had a quote retweeted like, "Bro, think he really on the team? He has a bow and arrow and think he on the team with say like Adam Warlock."
For real though, that's how I feel about it though. If Jeremy Renner wasn't to pull up to the next movie, nobody would care.
Yeah, I would care.
You're a Jeremy Renner fan.
Nah, it's not even Jeremy Renner fan. I just like shooting for that. I just enjoy.
Cam, right now, Tony Stark or Jeremy Renner coming back.
I would rather have Tony Stark.
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr.
Did you eat pork?
Yeah, but still.
Nah, I'm just playing around.
Jeremy Renner, I hope that he makes like a full recovery and stuff like that. Even if he if he winds up not being in another Avengers movie, I would still just like to see him possibly be able to do like
Wind River 2,
Hawkeye season 2, or if he could be on what's the other Marvel movie?
Wind River.
The like bad Avengers. I can't remember what it is. Thunderbolts. What the fuck can I think of that? Thunderbolts. But if he was to like have some kind of cameo up there or something like that, or maybe even like wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be in like Captain America 4, wasn't he? He's like rumored to be in that. So I don't know.
I have a video that's came out over the week, and this video is kind of like I cut it so that we're not watching it for 5 minutes, but just know that the beginning of this video went on for about a good 5 minutes capturing footage, probably longer in person. So I'll go ahead and, not make my co-host wait. All right, so these rider police are trying to get these people out of a town. Or I'll pick up a little bit more after the footage, but they're trying to get them out of a town, right? And they created a mud pit. And now in this mud pit, they can't really get through it, and there's this dude cloaked. They're calling him the Mud Wizard. He's just going around and pushing them down endlessly, so that, like, at one point there's 5 people trying to get one officer out of the mud, and then once they get that one officer out of the mud, it is revealed that 2 more officers are stuck in the mud.
Oh my God.
By the end of this video, you're seeing, like, Greta get arrested, because she also came to the, I don't know if it would be considered a protest. Yeah. So this is, if you've heard news about either one of these, they're both linked. They're both at the same place, but I think maybe on different days. Think of it like a Rolling Loud event.
They're just curious.
That's just wild coincidence.
So, as I said, throughout the week, there's been these, like, at a German coal mining town that's been abandoned since, like, I think 2018, these protesters or maybe climate activists have moved in, and they're, like, using the town kind of as a symbol of, like, oh yeah, Germany's, like, been mining coal for a long time and all that. Germany's going through its own energy crisis right now. That's a different topic and not even one for the show, but through all this, protest police have came through, and the I guess climate activists have created a mud pit, and this mud pit is going on the news trending because these police could not get through it. Apparently, this is a magic mud pit with a wizard going it.
That's the thing when I saw it, like
the cloak.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I first off when I see that in the video, I'm like, what the fuck? But even when it was just written down like on the storyboard, when like we're sitting there just talking about what this episode's gonna be about, and it's just I see mud wizard. I'm just imagining like a wizard who like can control mud or some shit that's coming alive. Like it's just fucking weird.
But so apparently, I don't know if he got charged, but apparently Greta was also there, and they picked her up for inciting a protest.
I've seen that.
Poor Greta.
It's just funny though, because the fucking guy in the cloak. It's not a damn wizard. He is a wizard. He's literally just going over and just like, hey, he was walking around in it just fine. Is the funny thing. Like
that's what makes him the wizard.
That is the wizard part of him.
They just had the next clip is just a 2-minute video of Greta getting carried.
Yeah.
But this was like like I said, a 5-minute video that I seen, but I'm pretty sure it was taken out of a 20-minute video of these police officers having trouble in the mud. And
I just imagine like the Benny Hill theme, like it's just like keep on slipping and everything like that. It's like what the fuck?
It is exactly like that. And then like the Mud Wizard, he'll go back into the crowd, right? They're trying to get to him, like they're tear gassing him, they're pepper spraying him and all that. Like now they're setting up a perimeter just for Mud Wizard. Like it's like one team's getting people out of the mud, other teams are watching for Mud Wizard. But the Mud Wizard keeps on penetrating the team that's like encircling them and pushing the officers back over. So. It's literally, like you said, just a skit of people slipping. And once they do get out, the Mud Wizard pulls them back in.
I'm imagining, like back in I remember, like, a few months ago when I showed you, it was, like, local tigers mad. I'm just imagining, like, it pops up on the news. Mud Wizard is mad. Flee from this location. Lock your doors. Go inside. He is alive.
Greta is arrested.
But no, after I saw that, I thought it was too funny not to share.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm like, just keep fucking falling. It's literally just the fact that he could walk around just fine, and they had so much fucking trouble. Just
and no one from the crowd seems to be contesting them either. It's always the wizard.
I feel like it'd been funnier if like they were able to like hold up like signs and stuff. They're like Mud Wizard,
cheering them on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not really too much in there. There is, but it's more or less like it goes into climate stuff and climate talk. So I'm more interested in the Mud Wizard. Well, I mean, if y'all don't got anything else, y'all don't want to bring up that's happened in the news recently, I think that about wraps us up.
Yeah, it's been a lot of interesting, or things that specifically interest us. As I said before, it may not interest you. This may not be the video for you at all. But this is just like a thing that happened to interest each one of us.
Yeah, I learned a lot from this video.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm hoping y'all ended up enjoying it.
Yeah.
And please like, even though if you didn't like it, please just like it. Please.
Like, comment,
Thank you
don't
so much.
forget to subscribe.
Thank
Thank you for watching. Peace out.